Hey guys, it's Sarah and today is Booklist Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday we bring you some sort of book list or topic that we feel like talking about for the week. And this week we are announcing this summer's round of Roll Your Next Read. Roll Your Next Read is a challenge game that we issued last summer. It's for the entire summer. It's kind of a bingo board, but you play it with dice instead of numbers and letters. And each square has a prompt in it for you to choose a book. It's very vague. You can make this work however you need to. And we thought it'd be fun to do it again this summer. So this is the 2024 version of Roll Your Next Read. I am going to go through the entire board with you and talk about what the prompts are and kind of what they mean a little bit, give you a couple of examples. We also do have a Google Doc for you that is available down below. You can click it and that will bring you to the board along with these prompts and list it out and some examples and how to play, all that good stuff so that you can do this on your own if you want to do that. We do have a hashtag, which is Roll Your Next Read. So go ahead and use that if you are going to post on social media so that we can see you guys playing it and see your progress and see what you're reading. We would love to know. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get started on showing you the board and what the prompts are this year. So here is the board. And this is going to go for June, July, August for the entire month. So all the summer months there. And we did a couple new things this time, which is a lot of fun. So first of all, you're going to notice there's 3 squares that are blank. We left those blank so that you guys could write your own prompts in there. So it would be whatever you want to do. We have chosen to do one-word titles, kind of buzzwords almost, but you can do whatever you want. If you want to make it an activity that you want to go do, if you want to write a specific book in there you want to get to over the summer, you can do that. You can write your own buzzwords in. You can make it a free space. It really doesn't matter. You guys can do whatever you want within those squares. So there's 3 of those on the board. There are also some squares that have single letters in them. The single letters put together will spell out BookList, but the O is only represented one time. We didn't want to have 2 O's on there, so there's only 1 O, but all the other letters will spell BookList. So that's a lot of fun, and we'll talk about those when I get to them. And then there are some that have numbers in there as well, and I will talk about the significance of those numbers and what they represent. Okay, so we're going to start from the top. So I'm just going to go row by row. So the first one is B, and that's for BookList. And this can be anything, and this is going to count for all of the letters. So I'm just going to kind of go through it one time, and then we can skip all the other letters. So if you have a letter, it could be a book that starts with that letter, the title, or it could be an author where one of their names, either first or last, starts with that letter. It could be the name of a series starts with that letter. It could be the letter of a color that is on the cover, like blue or brown or beige. It could be something on the cover starts with that letter. So any way that you can work the letter B into a prompt somehow, it could be your friend Brenda recommended this book. Like, just make it work for you, whatever you need to do. The second one on the top row is scroll. And so the intent behind this is to get you scrolling on your favorite book website or social media or wherever it is that you can kind of search for books, and whatever pops up first on your TBR is what you read. So you could do Instagram, Facebook, Goodreads, watch some YouTube videos, and just kind of the first one that pops up is what you pick up. Okay, sunglasses. This one's fun. So you can pick a book that has either sunglasses or regular glasses on the cover. It doesn't have to be sunglasses. You could read with your sunglasses on while you're outside. So that's more of an activity versus a specific book. You could read a book where the author is wearing sunglasses in their author picture. So, okay, the next one is library. So go to your library and grab a book. You can get a recommendation from a librarian. You can pick a book where a library is part of the setting. All sorts of things having to do with the library. Okay, the next one is blank, so that's all for you. The last one on the top row is random. So kind of, we're thinking more generators like a random number generator, or, make a stack of books and do a random number generator, or a random color generator and pick a book that has that color on the cover. You could do a random word generator where that word is in the title. So something random, or it could just be a book that you randomly picked up one day and you had heard nothing about it, you just randomly grabbed it. Okay, second row, the first one is new. So this could be a new release. This could be a 2024 release. This could be a new to you author. This could be a new series that you get started on. Even if it's an older series, it's new to you. So something new-ish in any way, shape, or form. Maybe your most recently acquired book. Okay, the next one is 4th. So this kind of has to do with 4th of July. So you could read a book set around 4th of July. You could read a book that is number 4 in a series, like the 4th book in a series. You could read a book that was published in April, which is the 4th month of the year. So, any way that you can work 4 in. Okay, the next one is O, so kind of the same as B. The next one is wild. So you can do a book that is set in the outdoors. You can do a book that's like a wild ride. So something, with lots of twists and turns, or something action-packed. You could do a book with wildflowers on the cover. So just anything that would make you think of something wild. Next one is rainbow. So you could do a book with rainbow colors on the cover. You could pick an LGBTQIA+ book or author to read. You could read something that when you look at the cover, it just reminds you of a rainbow, even if it's not exact rainbow colors. So something like that. And the last one in the second row is water. So water on the cover, set on the water, drink water while you're reading, things like that. Read by the water. I think I put like pool, lake, ocean, fish tank, anything like that. So something close to the water, you could, that can be turned into an activity as well, where you're just reading by the water. Okay, third row, first one is blank, so whatever you want to put in there. Second one is sunshine. Read in the sunshine, like sit outside when it's sunny and read. So that could be good ones. Like you could do that one in sunglasses. If you roll both of those, oh my gosh, that would be perfect, right? And you could do a book that has a sun on the cover. You could read a book that is a grumpy sunshine romance, that trope. So however you think you can make sunshine work. Okay, so the next one is 5. This is one of another number. So, you could pick a book with 5 words in the title. You could pick a book that has 5 colors on the title. You can pick a book that is the 5th book that a author has published. You could read something that was published in the month of May, which is the 5th month. So like lots of different options for these numbers. Now the 5 represents our current 5-star predictions that we're doing, which is 5. That's the buzzword that we're using for this one. So we thought we'd throw it in there and have a little fun with it and get you guys to do it as well if you roll that prompt. But we also try to pick 5 books every time we do a book list. Sometimes it's more, but 5 is kind of a pretty strong number in our book list things. Plus we do the 5-star predictions. So, stuff like that. The next one is backlist. So this one's pretty straightforward. Just read a book that was not published in 2024. Okay. And then the last 2 in the third row are both letters. So kind of the same. However, you can make the letters work for you. Okay. Fourth row. First one is flip-flop. This is one of my favorites. Now, you could read a book that has flip-flops on the cover and take it very literally. You could read a beachy read because you wear flip-flops to the beach. You could read a book that has dual timelines, so you're flip-flopping back and forth between timelines. You could read a book with multiple perspectives where you're flipping and flopping between different perspectives of characters. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, the next one is I, so another letter. And then the one after that is author. So you could read a new to you author, an author you've always wanted to try. You could read your favorite author. You could read a book by an author that you're going to give one last shot to see if you want to continue with them, because we all have those. You could read an author that's been recommended to you, but you never thought about picking up their books, kind of giving a new to you author a chance, or maybe someone you never heard of. So anything like that. Next one is drink. And this one can be as easy as just enjoying your favorite summer drink while you're reading a book. That's what I'm going to do if I end up getting this one. And so that could be fun. You could also pick a book that has a drink on the cover. I was trying to do that because I think I got drink last year, and I had a really hard time finding a book with a drink on the cover that I was actually reading. So I ended up just, enjoying my favorite drink while I was reading a book. So that's how I fulfilled that one. Okay, the next one is another number. It's 6. And the reason we chose 6 is because Lindsey and I have been doing BookList for 6 years. 6 years, guys, we've been doing this. I don't know. Yeah, when I look back to see when we started, yeah, it was 6 years ago. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, so 6. So you can treat this the same as the 5. You know, you can read a book with 6 letters in the title, or 6 letters. Try 6 letters. I was going to say 6 words, but you could do 6 letters in the title. You know, 6 books in a series, book published in June, like whatever you can make that number work for you. Okay, last one in the 4th row is beach. So definitely, you know, you can read a book set at the beach. You can take a book to the beach. If you're going on a beach vacation this summer, take a book with you. Doesn't matter what it is. You can read at the beach. Anything that gives you those beachy vibes. Okay, 5th row. First one is 2. And we chose 2 because there are 2 of us who do BookList Thursday. So 2. So same conclusion as the other numbers. Just kind of make it what you need to. The next one is travel. So you could read a book about a character who travels. You could take a book while you are traveling. If you're planning to go somewhere this summer, take a book with you. That would definitely count for that too. Anything like that. You could read a book that is set in a different country that you live in. So let the book take you on a trip. Okay, the next one is flower. So this could definitely be as easy as a book with flowers on the cover. You could do a book that has a flower name in the title, even if it doesn't mean the flower. Daisy Darker is a perfect example. Daisy is the character's name, but it's also a flower. So you could do something like that. The next one is an S, so another letter, and then the one after that is another blank for you to fill in yourself. And then the last one on row 5 is nature. So you could do a book set outside. You could read outside in the nature. You could do something with nature or scenery on the cover. So anything kind of outsidey, naturey. And then the last row, the first one is summer. And you can read a book set during summer. You can read a book with summer in the title as one of the words. Anything that gives you summer vibes. Reading a book during the summer would count. Like you could just make it that because hello, we're in the middle of summer. So like you could really make that one easy if you get lucky enough to roll that one. The next one is favorite. So we're thinking favorite authors, we're thinking favorite colors on the cover, we're thinking favorite tropes, favorite genres, a book that's been recommended to you a whole bunch that are other people's favorites, you know, things like that. Okay, next one is color. You could do a random color generator. You could pick a book with your favorite color on the cover. You could look at the color wheel and pick the color that is opposite of your favorite color and pick a book with that on the cover. You could do a book with a color as part of the title. So all sorts of stuff there. The next one is friend. You could read your friend's favorite book. You could read a book recommended by a friend. You could read a book about friendship. You could phone a friend and have them pick a book for you. Anything like that. The next one is spicy. So you could read a spicy romance, a steamy, spicy romance. You could read a book that has colors on the cover that are spicy, like red, orange, yellow, kind of like, you know, flaming hot colors. You could make it work that way. You could read a book about spices or cooking, where that's kind of like one of the big things. You could read a book with a spice in the title of it. So, you know, you can make that work a few different ways. It doesn't have to be a spicy romance. You could read something else. You could read a book while eating spicy food. You could do that. And the last one is T. So that is the final letter for BookList there. So same as all the other ones. Okay, guys, that is the Roll Your Next Read for BookList for this summer. We really, really hope that you guys will join us. Again, use that hashtag so that we can see what you're reading and what you're rolling. Share your stuff with us. We would love to see it. We are going to be doing reading vlogs as well. We're just doing them on our own time. We will post them whenever we feel like it on our own channels. So they're not going to be part of BookList content, but there'll be extra stuff on our channels whenever we are ready to post a vlog where you can see us rolling and what we pick and all that good stuff. So those will be coming up over the summer as well. And we hope you guys are going to join us. All right, make sure you go check out Lindsey's channel if you have not yet, and we will see you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.